Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You don't talk about y'all. Fits me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Hey, happy Friday Eve, okay? Happy Friday Eve. Y'all, I've been up and running all day long. I got up first thing this morning, ran down to the dealership, my car, so I could get some, regular maintenance on my car. And there was like a recall on a part in my seat or something. I don't know, child. So I did that. And then I went and ordered me some new glasses that hopefully they'll be here in about 2 weeks. And then now I'm back here. And when I get off of here, I got to go to my mama's house. Then I got to go pick my car up. Child, I ain't even packed yet. And I'm supposed to be getting on the road first thing in the morning. So when I get back here, then I'm going to pack. And then we're going to do a couple of reviews tonight. Of course, we have the Whether You Like It or Not Real Housewives of Miami edition panel tonight at, I think it's either 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I have to double check that time for you guys. And then I'm going to do Big Brother. I was hoping to be able to do 2 separate Big Brothers, but I'm going to have to just combine it, you guys. I'm going to have to just do last night and tonight and just do it tonight after the episode goes off. And you guys are going to get episode 5 of Divorced Sisters, but that'll be an upload. So that'll be tonight. Okay. So that's where we are. Some other church announcements. Let me say hi to the people before we get into the church announcements. Okay. Let's say hi to the people. What's up, Quake? Quake is always in the house. Dark Liquor Cam, hey, boo. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are well. Lovely Nola, hey, girl. Sharice, Brandon, Grown Woman, Don't Try Me. Hey. Felicia, what's going on? Travel Girl, Crazy Homebody Girl. Hey, Symmetry, my love. Chanel Unfiltered said, I need this on my journey today with these hospice patients. Bring on the laughs. Baby, I'm sending you prayers. I know that's a hard journey, baby. What's up, Chuck? Hey, Majani. Hey, boo. Alexis. Can't wait to meet you, Majani. I can't wait to meet you. Y'all. Hey, W. What's going on? Hey, Miss Bathane, Tawanda, Terica, Lady D. If I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart, okay? Let me say this. I apologize to my cruisers. My cruisers, I apologize. I saw that the drink package was actually on sale yesterday, and I forgot to tell you guys. The drink package was on sale for 35% off, and my apologies. I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm going to do better next time. It will be on sale again. Okay. It will be on sale again, but y'all just keep up with when they send you the notifications on the app or your email. Okay. But I apologize because I saw it and I meant to, post it on the community wall. And honestly, listen, life was lifing. Y'all know life and all week. And by the time I remembered, it was almost 11 o'clock last night, or I was like at 11 o'clock, whatever. I didn't remember till after I got off of doing my Real Housewives of Miami. So that was almost 11 o'clock. So I apologize. But be on the lookout for 35% off because I've never seen it lower than 35%. So they just had a sale. So probably be on the lookout mid to late August. I feel like they do it like once a month. So be on the lookout mid to late August, but I'm pretty certain, I'm almost 100% certain, that there'll be a Black Friday sale. I was told that that's the best sale is when they do Black Friday. So just be on the lookout. But my apologies for the cruises because I saw it and I was doing other things and it just left my mind. It left my brain. Couple of other church announcements. Don't forget that August 1st is the last day. Oh, Tracy said it's still 35%. Okay, so the sale is still going on. Thank you, Tracy. So listen, for all my cruisers, if you have the money, go ahead and get your drink package now at 35% off. If you don't have the money, baby, don't stress. It will be on sale again. But I'm just saying, I've never seen the drink package less than 35%. Oh, the sale started yesterday. Okay, thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. I've never seen it. Now, it may be less than 35%, but I'm just telling you, I've never seen it. So if you have the money, go ahead and get it for 35% off. If you don't have the money, don't stress. It'll be on sale again. Baby, we ain't going nowhere till February. It'll be on sale again. Okay. Thank you, Tracy, for checking. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cruiser, are you in the bushes? Cruiser. I was telling Cruiser, she said, "Oh, I wish I had caught it because I would have go ahead. I was gonna go ahead and do it." So anyway, August the 1st is the last day for the VIP package for Books and Bourbon. Please make sure you're sending me your t-shirt size. There's one person I need to get in touch with. I'll let you know who it is. I don't want to call your name right now. I got to look it up. I don't have your t-shirt size. Everybody else, I have your t-shirt sizes, but there's one person that paid. I think they were the first person that sent me the money. I have your name and stuff, but I do not have your t-shirt size. So I'll get in touch with you. Tracy, I got you. I have Cajun. Abby's covered. I'm covered. Two other people that are covered. And I know Cruiser says she gonna do it. Chuck just said he got to remember to send his. So yeah, August the 1st. Okay. Two other quick announcements, and then we're gonna get into these topics, honey. We're gonna get into the things of the things. Some of y'all asked me, what is this situation? What is this situation with the crowns and stuff in the chat? And so I want to just explain to y'all what that is. Let me read it to you guys. So what YouTube has put in place is a leaderboard, very similar to what they do on TikTok, very similar to, for those of you that were on Bigo, right? There's a leaderboard, and it basically identifies top contributors in the chat. So let me just tell y'all how the leaderboard works. So the leaderboard reflects and ranks each viewer's engagement in a live stream. Viewers earn points by actively engaging during the stream, and the leaderboard displays the audience ranking based on their total points. The more viewers engage, for example, live messages in the live chat, super stickers, or gifts, the higher they rank on the leaderboard. As viewers engage with the live stream, they'll notice the crown icon at the top of the chat, which displays the cumulative points they've earned for engaging with that specific live stream. Clicking on this icon will take viewers directly to the leaderboard to see the top 50 engaged viewers, the top 3 engaged viewers, and then a special badge next to the name of the live chat. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, because I can't see it on StreamYard. So I probably need to do a regular YouTube live so I can see it from my side. But can y'all see all of that? I know we've seen the crowns in the chat, but can y'all see the leaderboard? Tracy, Don, somebody let me know if y'all can see it, okay? The other thing is this new icon, gifts, which I saw that. I was in Tabitha Speaks chat earlier today, and that was the first time I saw the gift icon. I don't even know what that is. Anybody done a gift? Hey, Vovo, what's up, Cookie? Okay, you see it. Cool. Do y'all know what the gift is? Because I know super chats, but do y'all know what the gift icon is? Y'all let me know. Has anybody here ever sent a gift or anything like that? Again, that's something I'm gonna have to play around with, because I don't know what that is. I don't know how that's different from, I don't know how sending a gift is different from a super chat. Oh, it's a pop-up like on Bigo. Oh, so they're basically trying to mimic what we see on YouTube and Bigo. Got it. Okay. Because I was in Barkley's chat last night. I told y'all about the Bulldogs that I follow. Barkley, Bama, and Blue. They're 3 Bulldogs down in Alabama, and I find them absolutely hilarious. They're like my happy place. When I'm feeling stressed out or I just want to laugh or smile, I go watch Barkley. And they were actually live last night, and I saw the gift icon. I didn't know what it was. I don't see the gifts on this chat. I've done it in Chef Don Don chat. So is that something I have to turn on, Don Don? Because Tracy says she doesn't see it. So do I have to turn that on? Okay. If I have to turn it on, I have to figure that out on my next live. I mean, I'm not gonna hold us up with that. A gift is what they send you. A heart. Okay. Hey, Xavier, my love. How you been, boo? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, it's only on the verticals, and you do have to turn it on. Got it. Oh, thank you. Somebody just sent me the picture. Tracy. Okay, I see it. So right now, Don, Tracy, and Chuck are my top 3. Got it. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, boo. Okay, I do not like those verticals. Don, you're gonna have to help me with these verticals. Because even when I've gone live on my phone, I usually go through StreamYard. It's been so long since I've gone straight through YouTube to do a live. I'm not on TikTok today. I'm not on TikTok today. Hey, Sharice. Sharice said this is her first live. Welcome. Y'all welcome Sharice to the live. I'm glad you're here, boo. Okay, it's only on verticals. Okay, all right. Well, I may do a couple of verticals just to play around with it. Yeah, I don't like the verticals. They're advantageous for the YouTuber to do verticals. I probably should do more verticals, right? I probably should do more verticals because it does help with subscribers. I know people who do verticals and it helps get them subscribers. You get a lot of trolls, but you get a lot of subscribers. I don't know what it is about the algorithm. I don't know what about the algorithm. It pushes you out when you're on a vertical. But I definitely have to do better. I need to try. Maybe tonight I'll play around with the vertical tonight when I do my Big Brother. Maybe I'll do it vertical. But you might have to help me, Don, because I've never done it before. Even when I've tried to do the vertical, I don't think I was doing it right. I think I did a vertical when I was in New Orleans last year, but I don't think I did it right. Anyway, so I may play around with that later on today. So I just wanted to give y'all know YouTube is always, and because YouTube is competing with TikTok, not so much Bigo. Not so much Bigo anymore, but they're definitely competing with TikTok. I think that's why we see it. Chanel said, make your money on TikTok. Baby, I know. I just didn't, probably because as soon as I get done with here, I got to walk right back out the door. I'm still trying to figure out, hey, Ray, what's up, boo? The verticals get pushed out with the shorts, so you get the ADHD crowd. Yeah. Yes, Brown Mama done kicked Tracy out the top spot. Oh, that's fun. Oh, yeah, we're going to have fun with that. It's good to balance because now that it makes you money on verticals because the thing is they don't run ads on the videos. Oh, so you don't get ads on verticals. But I know it helps people subscribers. So maybe I need to start doing verticals. I'm gonna have to play around with it, you guys. Maybe I'll try to do a vertical tonight when I do my Big Brother review. Let's see. But Don, I might have to call you, baby. Because I don't do them. All right. Moving right along. Two other housekeeping issues, and then we're gonna get into these. Well, I don't get ads either because I'm on a premium plan too, so I don't get the ads either. So let me say this. Back to school is coming up. I am going to do a wish list for back to school. Well, let me rewind that. Back to school is not coming up. I rebuke that. Back to school is not coming up. But I am going to do a back to school wish list. And here's why. And listen, nobody has to get me anything. Nobody has to get me anything. I know that I just came off my birthday and all that good stuff. And we got the cruise and we got books and bourbon and all that stuff. I don't want y'all to, y'all know I'm very sensitive about people feeling like I'm just always asking for money. All right. But if you would like to purchase something off of my back to school wish list, it's going to be posted. Nobody has to do that. And then in full transparency, I'm going to add things that I can use, that I can donate to my students, not necessarily that I'm going to use. in full transparency. So if you donate in other places, again, feelings not hurt. I don't feel no kind of way about it. I'm just letting y'all know. That's why, Jay, that's why, Uncle Jay, that's why I said no, back to school ain't happened yet. I'm just letting y'all know. So I don't want nobody to be like, you just boarded the cruise on your way to the Bahamas. You better go and have yourself a good time. Yeah, course correction. I still got a few more weeks now. I ain't claiming it. I still got plenty of time. But I'm just letting y'all know, probably August the 1st is when I'm going to start dropping my wish list. That'll be August the 1st. And last but not least, back to school Lord, I said back to school. Football season is coming as well. We are going to do the FanDuel League again. For those of you who are not familiar, for those of you who don't like football, great. But for those of you who did it last year, we had a good time with it. And for those of you who are interested, I'll do a further video explaining all of that. Okay. You can course correction. You absolutely can. Yeah, I know there are people who aren't doing Amazon. Okay, so thank you guys again. I'm just giving y'all the church announcements. And again, letting you know, y'all know I'll never make anything over here mandatory. I don't beat y'all up about no money. But I'm just letting y'all know these are things that we got going on. Things we got going on. Now, I went to my mailbox this morning looking for something. I was looking for my Flex spending card so I could go order my glasses because I had lost my Flex spending card. Anyway, they had to send me a new one. So it was there. That's why I went and ordered my glasses today. But there was also a package. Now, I'm going to be honest. The package made me a little nervous. The package made me a little nervous because I'm going to cover this up. Let me cover this up. Because, baby, it had hazmat surface on the package. I said, hazmat? I said, why is somebody sending me? What is the hazmat? Von Milk. Child, we'll talk about that later. I said, the hazmat. But I opened it up. And let me show you guys. This is a birthday gift that somebody sent me. And let me show you what they sent me, y'all. I opened up the box. And look. It's Fenty. And y'all know I absolutely love this Fenty scent. So it's the Fenty Eau de Parfum. So it's the Parfum travel size. That's going in my luggage for this weekend. And then it is the actual, just a smaller bottle of the actual perfume. And I'm actually running low. So thank you. Okay. And then there was another Fenty box, which I have not opened yet. So I don't know what's in this box. I said, I'm going to wait and do it on live. So there's another Fenty box. Y'all know, thank you. I love my Fenty. So let me open up this box. It's an interesting way you have to open this box. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh. So when you open it up, it looks like this. I don't know what this is inside. We're about to find out. Ooh, what is this? Is this a mirror? What is this? Oh! It looks like Shabarkle. Oh, no. Oh, it's lotion. It's lotion. So it's a little balm. It's like it's thick. It's like a balm. Probably for your hands. Now I probably should just read the daggone description, huh? Solid fragrance. So yeah. So this could stay in my purse. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You want to get some Fenty boxers and loungewear? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the bomb. Yes. So I'm gonna let y'all know who it's from. So there was a card in the box, and it says, "Happy birthday, Really B. Just a little something special for your day, and for reading that damn pamphlet." And this is from Kitty Doc. Thank you so much, Kitty Doc. I really appreciate you. I do have the Fenty foundation, and I love it. Mm-hmm. I do. I like the Fenty foundation. I love it. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me look at this real quick. Oh. Okay. Now, speaking of pamphlet, why didn't that writer testify? I think because listen, don't get me telling no lies. I think a lot of stuff didn't happen in that trial, which is part of the reason why I think somebody don't have a job today. But we're going to get to her. We are going to get to her. Let's get to some of these other things first, you guys. Okay. Y'all remember a couple of months ago when we talked about Trayon White? And for those of y'all who don't remember who Trayon White is a city council member here in Washington, D.C. And remember, we saw where he had been busted taking bribes. They literally have him on camera taking the bribe money. They literally have pictures of him and have him on camera. Remember, there was an actual, it was a sting operation, and they literally have him on tape accepting the bribes and saying how much it was going to cost for him he was accepting bribes to give certain people contracts and stuff like that. Yeah, remember Trayon White? Y'all remember him? Tell your granddaddy happy birthday. Chat. Y'all wish Montrez Jones' granddaddy a happy birthday. Yes, 89. So look, y'all. So let me tell y'all what had happened. So the city council, with them flowing locks, yes. So the city council here in D.C., they censored him and they removed him. So then they had to have a special election. Now, he hasn't been convicted of anything yet. Trial ain't started. He ain't took a plea. He hasn't been convicted. He's still saying he innocent, okay? So they had a special election earlier this week in D.C. in Ward 8. That's the ward he represents. Now, Ward 8, traditionally, because it's been gentrified just like everything else, but traditionally, Ward 8 is, where your more, lower income people are, They had a special election earlier this week. Y'all, why he win the special election? So he got fired from his job, essentially. They had an open interview for his new job. For his job. He showed up for the interview and got hired back in the job he got fired from. Y'all. Now, listen. I defend my city when it comes to Marionberry, because I know a lot of people don't understand the Marionberry effect, and I've tried to explain it to y'all, but I just can't. I just can't. Okay, I can't explain it to y'all, but there is a Marionberry situation right now. But this one I can't defend. I for a lot of reasons I can't defend this one. For a lot of reasons, I can't defend this one, okay? Marionberry was different, Xavier, and I know people outside of D.C. don't understand. But it's different. But yes, you're absolutely correct, Vovo. They see that Trayon White is like the next coming of Marionberry, right? Marionberry was his mentor. He's representing the same ward as Marionberry. Marionberry sort of handed over the baton to him, right? And he is very much active in the community, right? He's very much in the community. He shows up. He says what needs to be said. He slams, he pounds the desk for his constituents. However, Billy boy, I need to talk to you too. Billy boy, hey boo, listen. I just don't know. Trayon White does nothing for Ward 8. Ooh, here go Phil. Okay, well, I'm on the outside looking in, Phil. I thought Trayon White did some stuff. But I don't feel like it negates. He cares for the people, and that is needed in Ward 8. They normally put us in the back burner for anything. No, Marionberry slander will be tolerated. Exactly. Kia from DC, you better tell the people. Thank you for the super chat, boo. You better let the people know we don't do that now. Everybody in DC thinks they are the second coming of Mary. No, they don't. Absolutely not. There are some people in DC politics that don't want to have anything to do with being associated with Marion Barry. Nope, no, that's not true, Phil. That is not true. I think when politicians get accused of doing something in the lower income district, the constituents believe it's not true. Yeah, they think he was set up, child. You know, I knew he would because we often back those who take care of us. Remember Marion Barry? Yeah. I always thought that Trayon White was very active. But okay. So anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that update, child, because I saw that. I said, Lord, this man done won his re-election, child. He done won his re-election. Ava Dash from Damon Dash's daughter, Ava Dash, that's on the show next Gen NYC. Child, they said that she done got evicted from her apartment down to the New York. They said she was living in an apartment and the rent was $10,000 a month, and she done got evicted from that apartment. Let me tell y'all something. And I know we ain't about to sit here and argue. We ain't about to sit here and argue. Okay, we ain't about to sit here and argue about the cost of living in New York. I know the cost of living in New York is high. I got that. That ain't my point that I'm about to make. The point that I'm about to make is it's ridiculous that the cost of living is that high. Because on last week's episode of Gen X NYC, she talked about the fact that she found a roach in her apartment. And the roach was this big. And when she called the super to come and get the roach, even the super said, oh my God, that's a big roach. I promise you, if I'm paying $10,000 a month, I better not see no thoughts behind. I better not get a fly in my damn apartment, much less a big ass roach. Are you crazy? $10,000 a month? Now, unfortunately, the people are reporting that she done been evicted from the apartment, so I guess it don't matter. Allegedly she done been evicted. Now they trying to connect it to the fact that Damon Dash is now broke. First of all, let me be clear about something. Damon Dash is not broke. Damon Dash might not be a billionaire, but Damon Dash is not broke. Listen, Damon Dash is an old school hustler. Please understand. We don't have to like Damon Dash, but Damon Dash is an old school hustler. He ain't broke. Now, again, he might not be able to flash his money. His money might not be in no bank account in the United States, but Damon Dash ain't broke. Now, that's my opinion. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, so sorry to hear that. Maybe you can move in with your mama. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's clearly doing something because, child, they sure did reelect him. Listen, Ward 8 is happy with it. Ward 8 is happy with it. And like I said, as somebody who grew up here in DC, I understand. And somebody who not only just grew up in DC, but was active in politics in DC, I know what it is. And I and again, I'm not saying that makes it okay, but I know what it is. And I'm not surprised that he was reelected. All right. Now, allegedly, this is all alleged because I don't know these people and I wasn't there. Y'all remember Nia Long's ex fiance, who was the former head coach of the Boston Celtics? Y'all remember her and him? Y'all remember that situation? Y'all remember? Phil said we are not happy in Ward 8 and they will expel him. Ooh. Okay then. All right. Okay. Well, the majority of Ward 8 is happy because they voted for him. You sound like you in the minority, Phil. Now, I do think that they are going to I do think they're going to expel him again. I absolutely feel like they're going to expel him again. Okay. What up, Cruiser? How did y'all? Yeah, did y'all hit that like button on y'all way in? Come on in now. Now, allegedly, y'all remember there was the whole scandal where they found out that he was dating the lady that worked for the Boston Celtics, and he was cheating on Nia Long, and this was the lady that was actually in charge of his relocation, and she was in the process of relocating Nia and their son to Boston, was helping her find houses and arranging the travel, the movers and all of that. And then come to find out they were having an affair, and then he got fired, and then she broke up with him. Now, to Nia's credit, it don't look like she went back, baby. She walked away and she did not look back. Okay, she walked away and she did not look back. Okay, Ronnie said that he agrees with Phil. He ain't happy either. Okay, there you go. Well, allegedly, the people say, he's now the head coach of the Houston Rockets down to the Texas. He done messed around and found him another job. I bet you that woman don't have another job, but that's another conversation for another day. The man done got another job. He is the head coach of the Houston Rockets. Well, allegedly, Jalen Green's agent, now Jalen Green is an NBA player. He plays for the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green's agent leaked, this is alleged, that Houston Rockets coach Ime Udoka, is that was his name, had been messaging Jalen Green's girlfriend, Drea Michelle, which caused the issue between the two. Now, we know who Drea Michelle is. And allegedly, Jalen Green and Drea Michelle were dating. And allegedly, the coach was texting a player's girlfriend and being inappropriate to the point where the player's agent had to come down here and let the people know. Sir, Mr. Coach Udoka, hey, sir, didn't you just go through this? Didn't you go through this? You just lost probably your dream job. Being a head coach in the NBA is one out of a billion shot, okay? And especially as a black man, you lost that job and you got the opportunity at a second chance, which a lot of people don't get, much less a black man. You lost your fiance, which you may or may not have cared about, child. You may or may not have cared about losing your fiance, but you lost your fiance. You lost your family because your son, he with Nia out in LA. Sir, what's wrong with you? I need y'all to do better. Listen, there are way too many things in this world. And in this world that we live in today, you have way too much access as a rich man. As a rich man, you have way too much access to get whatever it is you need to get. You can buy it. You can watch it. You can go to the club and throw the ones. You can do whatever it is you need to do to satisfy your needs. So you are rich. Okay? You are rich. Why are you putting yourself allegedly in this position? What is wrong with y'all? Of all the women you can slide into her DMs, that's who you sliding? That's who you sliding? And Brandon said they just traded him a couple of weeks ago to another team. I wonder if that has anything to do with the trade. I don't watch the NBA like I used to, so I don't follow all of the stories like I used to, so I don't know. I'm just being honest. I don't know. But so that's all alleged, but that's what the people saying, child. That's what the people are saying, okay? Now, y'all know that they just got done filming Traitors, season 4 of Traitors US. And we know that Portia was on this season of Traitors. We also know that Candace was on this season of Traitors. Okay. Now they said that once Candace and Portia came back home from filming, baby, they said that Candace done unfollowed Portia down to the Instagram. Now, y'all know in today's world, that is the indication for everybody to know, oh my goodness, they don't mess with each other no more. They not friends no more. They not cool no more because they unfollowed each other on Instagram. And I still do not know who it is that's paying attention to who's following who on social media, because I don't keep up with who's following me. I certainly don't care or don't know when somebody when one celebrity unfollows another celebrity. I don't know how y'all keep up with that. But neither here nor there. Now, here's the reality of the situation. Portia and Candace have had a contentious relationship, to be honest. They've had a contentious relationship. They cool, they not cool. They cool, they not cool. Remember, Candace didn't get invited to Portia's wedding. Well, one of her weddings. She had two. She didn't get to any, to one of the weddings. And then they did the Ultimate Girls Trip together, and Portia and Candace fell out after the Ultimate Girls Trip. So let's be clear, they not friends. At least I didn't think that they were. I think they were cordial, but so the fact that Candace came back from the Traitors and unfollowed Portia, it tells me that some shit done went down between the two of them when they was playing the game. And y'all know how Candace is. Y'all know Candace be real sensitive in her feelings about shit. Y'all know how Candace is, child. But that lets you know, if that gives us a little hint of what went down to the Traitors. So I guess those people, I guess us thinking that there was going to be a Housewives alliance. I guess there wasn't a Housewives alliance this season. Or at least not between the two of them, okay? Traitors is good. I really like Traitors. I really, really, really enjoy Traitors, child. I think they unfollow Xavier. I think they do that makeup to break up stuff, child. They follow, they unfollow. They follow, they unfollow. They follow, they unfollow, child. If you unfollow me, I have no clue. Sure don't. Either when you unfollow somewhere else, do they make it or not? Child, I think somebody told me there's an app that you can that'll let you know when people unfollow each other. But again, too much energy. More energy than I have. Way more energy than I have. Because again, I know there are people who have unfollowed me, and the only reason why I know they unfollowed me is because somebody had to tell me. Because I promise you, I didn't know because I looked. I promise you it wasn't because I looked. All right, y'all. Well, we have some sad news. The other day, I told you guys that Denise Richards' husband had filed for divorce against her, and y'all didn't care. Y'all were like, why do we care? Why are you telling us, Really B? Why are you telling us that Portia that unfollowed? I mean, Lord, see, I'm talking about Portia. That because y'all don't be caring about this people. Y'all don't be caring about their news. Y'all don't be caring. But unfortunately, there's a story that broke today where it's a little bit deeper than what we thought. So let me just read y'all this article. Denise Richards accused estranged husband of abuse and death threats in restraining order filing. Denise Richards has been granted a temporary restraining order against her estranged husband, Aaron Pfeiffer, after accusing him of DV. In courtroom documents obtained by Fox News Digital, Richards, 54, requested a temporary domestic violence restraining order against Pfeiffer, 49, while detailing the alleged abuse she endured throughout the marriage. Here's a quote from the TRO. Throughout our relationship, Aaron would frequently violently choke me, violently squeeze my head with both hands, tightly squeeze my arms, violently slap me in my face and head, aggressively slap my head into the bathroom towel rack, threatened to unalive me, hold me down with his knee on my back to the point where I would have to plead with him to get off me so that he would not unalive me. He hacked into my laptop and phone and downloaded all of my text messages. Richard claimed in the documents filed on July the 16th, Aaron regularly threatened to break my jaw and would cry and beg me to stay and promise to get help, none of which ever happened. Aaron has caused me at least 3 concussions. Until now, I have been afraid to report Aaron to the police or file a restraining order because He has repeatedly threatened to unalive himself and me if I reported him to the police. Among these threats of harm to me and himself if he was reported for his abuse to anyone, Richard said. Additionally, Richard said that Pfeiffer's threatened that I would disappear if I called the police. She claimed that the most recent assault happened between July the 4th through the 14th. July the 4th is July the 6th is when he filed the divorce papers. Aaron's actions were scaring me to the point that, as with nearly all of Aaron's abuse of me, I was afraid that he may unalive me, she stated. Okay. Earlier this month, right, he filed for divorce on July the 7th, and he said their separation date was July the 4th. She also posted a picture of herself with a black eye. So, you know, Rebecca, was it Willett? Am I saying that right? Willett? On one episode of Beverly Hills, he got aggressive. I think I remember that. I would have to go back and look for it. But I do think I remember an episode where the ladies were kind of like, whoa, like he's being real aggressive. I think I vaguely remember. Any of my other Beverly Hills people remember that? I wonder if that's why she was always drunk on Beverly Hills to help cope with things. I'm gonna be honest and tell you guys this now. You know, it's all hindsight is always 2020. Hindsight is always 2020. I do feel like she was always nervous. I feel like she was always nervous. And if you guys remember when what's her name? The one that starts all the trouble. The one that starts all the trouble. Chuck, help me out. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that that the lady from New Jersey said essayed her on the Ultimate Girls Trip. Oh, Lord, I can see her face, but I can't think of her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can see her face, but I can't think of her name. Brandy, thank you. Brandy Glanville. I honestly think, if y'all remember that storyline with Brandy Glanville, where she said that they had slept together, and remember that honestly was when Denise was like totally all over the place. And I remember saying then, and I would have to go back and find my review because I know I wouldn't make it up. I remember saying then that I honestly think she's afraid. Like I said from the beginning, I believe Brandy, even though we know Brandy's a liar. But I do think something went down between Brandy and Denise. But I think that Denise was scared for her husband to find out. I said that. I said, I think Denise is scared for her husband to find out. But I believe that, now I ain't gonna say I believe it happened the way that Brandy said it happened. I think Brandy be putting 20 on 10. We know how Brandy is. I think she be putting 20 on 10. But I did believe that something had gone down. I absolutely believed that something had gone down. Whenever it comes to DV, and I'm not gonna show the picture, but you can Google it. It's all over the blogs, the picture of her with the black eye. For however people might feel about Denise Richards or something like that, whatever, I'm really, 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 really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. So we'll be keeping you guys updated on that. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm really, really sorry to hear that. Okay. Before we get into these last couple of stories, like I said, this wasn't going to be a long one because there's just not a lot going on. But I do have a couple of shit we did not ask for. Now, if you are new here, there's 180 of y'all here. If you are new here, we have a segment here called Shit We Did Not Ask For, okay? Usually it's a food item. Sometimes it's a TV show. Sometimes it could be anything. So I have two today. I have two shit we did not ask for. Now, if you are a member, you have your emojis. You can play with your emojis. But if you are not a member, you can still play the game. So I'm going to tell you what it is. You're going to put a 1 in the chat if it's something you asked for. Something you say, hey, I would try that. I'm cool. You're going to put a 2 in the chat if you're like, I'm not doing that. Why would I eat that? Why would I try that? And you're going to put a 3 in the chat if it's a hell no. If it's just an absolutely not, I'm not doing that, you're going to put a 3 in the chat, okay? Absolutely, I'm not doing that, it's a 3 in the chat, okay? So 1, 2, or 3. Now I have 2 of them. So the first one, child. McCormick has dropped some new seasonings for a limited time. They've dropped some new seasonings for those of y'all that cook, for those of y'all that like to play around with seasonings and taste. These are some of the new ones that they came out with. They have a balsamic and herb finishing salt. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I like balsamic. I love balsamic vinegar. I love balsamic dressing. I would try this. It's called a finishing salt. Okay, balsamic and herb. So put a 1 in the chat if you want one. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. And put a 3 in the chat if it's a hell no. Chuck, yeah, I'm with you, Chuck. Now I believe these are available for a limited time, so y'all can probably go over to the McCormick website and maybe just order them straight from the website. If not, you can probably find them in the grocery store. The next one is Zesty Lemon. So if you like that citrus taste, Zesty Lemon, would y'all try Zesty Lemon? I feel like a Zesty Lemon isn't new. I feel like you can find a Zesty Lemon. Yeah, I don't feel like a zest. Hey, what's up, boo? I don't feel like a Zesty Lemon is something special. So I think we could do a Zesty Lemon. I'm not big on, y'all know I don't like lemon. I don't like lemonade. I'm not big on lemon. I don't like lemon in my sweet tea. So for me, I probably would not get it, okay? But I don't think it's disgusting. It's just not my taste buds, okay? A smoky garlic and rosemary finishing salt. Now that, baby, I feel like I could put that on a steak. I feel like I could broil me a good old steak and put a little bit of that garlic, smoky garlic and rosemary seasoning, or even marinate a piece of meat in that. I think that would be delicious. I think that would be the smoky garlic and rosemary. I think that would be delicious. What do y'all think? Y'all think so too? Delicious. Do I see delicious going down there? Delicious. Okay. So that's a yes for me too. Watermelon lime. Now they said it's watermelon. Now this is the only one that was a little questionable for me. It says it's a finishing salt. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with that. What would you do for my people that cook? For my people that cook, what would you do? Oh, that would be good on a salmon fillet too. Yes, a smoky garlic. Oh, yes. What would you do with a watermelon lime finishing salt? Don, you still here? Chuck, I know you cook. What would you do that? What would you put? I don't know what you would put that on. Spiller boy, you still here? I know you cook. Anybody? Anyone? No to the watermelon. Yeah, I don't know if I could. I don't know what I would do on fresh fruit. So like a fruit salad. Now, you know what? Maybe a good fruit salad. Yeah, Tracy said over a mixed bowl of fruit. Maybe a fruit salad. Now that I can see. I can see a fruit salad. I can see a fruit salad. Okay. A regular salad, maybe. Okay. Rim of the margarita. Listen, I think that's the best use of this is putting that thing on the rim of a good watermelon margarita. Now, that's the best place for that. Yeah, I think that might be the best place. I think that's the best place for that watermelon lime. Put that thing on the rim of a glass. Pour some margarita mix in. Put that thing on the rim of a glass, honey. They owe you commission because you just ordered 2 from Amazon. It's on Amazon. I'm gonna get me some balsamic and herb, and I'm gonna get me some smoky garlic and rosemary. I'm definitely gonna get that. Now, this last one I'm definitely gonna get too. And this, baby, I would use this on everything. Brown butter, baby. I don't even know, but I'm gonna try that. I want that brown butter. I'm gonna get me some of that brown butter. But this is McCormick's, y'all. And that's a finishing salt as well. I feel like that'll be good on some meat. And I feel like that would even be good in some vegetables. I do a lot of, I love cauliflower rice because I like rice. But I've been trying to get away from so much starch. So I love a baked potato. Ooh, Chuck. That would be good in a baked potato. Some brown butter seasoning. A sweet potato. Wouldn't that be burnt butter? It's not. Shut up, El Teddy. You just shut up. You shut up. But okay, so I think so you said it's on Amazon. Okay, I'm gonna get me some of this. Now y'all know I'm not the best cook in the world, and I'm definitely not that creative of a cook. But if I can figure out what to do with these things, I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs up. Again, I'm not a big lemon person, so I don't care nothing about the lemon part. But I don't think it's disgusting. It's just not my taste. It's not my taste. Now, let's be clear. I feel like if somebody cooked something and used that, I don't think it would make me be like, oh, that's nasty. I'm just saying I personally don't want it. McCormick. It's McCormick. Hold on. Let me show y'all the picture. It's McCormick. So that's what they look like. Brown butter on pork and let it cook down. Ooh, yes. Mango pepper seasoning from Badia. Ooh, mango pepper. And I'm not a big pepper person, but I would try that. Are these regular size? These are regular sizes. That's what they look like here. They look like, hold on, let me go to Amazon real quick. Let's go to Amazon. I know some of y'all ain't doing Amazon these days, but let's just find it. McCormick. Let me just put in brown butter. Brown butter seasoning. Hold on, let's see here. Here it is right here. Brown butter seasoning. 4.94 ounce. So I don't know what that's comparable to. I don't know what that's comparable to. But right here it says 4.94 ounce. No, here's one that says 4.12 ounce. Finishing salt. I think I was looking at the wrong thing the first time. The finishing salt. It's on Amazon and it's $10.99. It's $10.99. Oh, it's a different ounce for each flavor? Okay. I'm gonna add it to my cart right now. I'll probably get. Oh, it looks like it's sold out. The brown butter look like it's sold out, y'all. Look like the brown butter is sold out. I might have to just go straight to the website. It looks like they have. Okay, they have the balsamic herb, smoky. It looks like the brown butter. Let me see something here. Yeah, I don't see it. Damn. Okay. Well, and that must be the more popular one because this sure not here. I might have to go straight to the McCormick website and see if I can get it from the McCormick website. But they ain't got my brown butter. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Okay. I want some salmon, baked potato, and some asparagus for this season. Yes, honey. I need to have a dinner party and try some new recipes. And you need to invite me, Chuck. Walmart has the whole set for $58. There you go. Walmart has did you get the finishing sugar? So just go to Walmart if you want the whole set, y'all. Go over to Walmart and get it for $58. They got the whole thing. Tracy just put the link in the chat. I'll tell anybody, listen. Nobody ask you, smarty. All right, so let's get into these last couple of stories before we get up out of here, honey. Oh, no, I have another shit we did not ask for. Okay. The second shit we did not ask for I feel like it's maybe 10 years too late. At least for me, it is. McDonald's is going to release a new extra large fried meal. Now, I don't know how real this is. Oh, I'm sorry. In Malaysia, not here in the United States. In Malaysia, McDonald's is releasing a new extra large fry. Allegedly, that's what it looks like. And I say allegedly because y'all know sometimes they be putting stuff out here. But now, I'm going to be honest. For me, this is about 10 years too late. Number one, McDonald's fries just don't taste as good as they used to. To me, they don't. They just don't taste as good as they used to. And even when I thought they tasted good, I still probably didn't need to be eating McDonald's French fries, okay? Did y'all ever think about the fact that McDonald's French fries could sit in your floor under the seat in your car for 6 months and still look the exact same? It don't rot. It don't turn brown. It just look like a fry. It's just hard. I mean, you wouldn't eat it, but it just looked like a fry. Just looked like a fry. You know. So for me, it's a no. One, that's just too many damn fries. I'm not eating all them fries. But I think in the heyday of McDonald's fries, I might have been tempted, if I'm being honest. But today, absolutely not. They can't. No. But I think I might have been tempted. Malaysia is tiny. I bet extra large is the same size as our medium. You know what? Chuck, you have a valid point. You have a valid point, Chuck. You got a valid point. Now listen, I'm with you when you're right, honey. I am with you when you are right. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about this. Listen, y'all know I didn't go live yesterday. I told y'all I was tired. By the time I took me a shower, laid down and took me a nap. By the time I woke up, it was like 6:15, 6:20. And I said, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and just do my Big Brother and do Real Housewives of Miami. And I didn't even get a chance to do Big Brother, okay? But I was just tired. I needed a break yesterday. I just needed one. But of course, all hell broke loose because it was announced that the prosecutor on the Diddy case was fired. Okay. Now I'm gonna read y'all this article. Maureen Comey, federal prosecutor in Sean Diddy Combs and Ghislaine Maxwell case, was fired, sources say. The Justice Department on Wednesday fired Comey from the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, where she most recently led the prosecution of Sean Diddy Combs. The spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan declined to comment. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department did not immediately respond to a call for comment. Comey was a highly regarded assistant U.S. attorney who successfully prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell, the former associate of ex-offender Jeffrey Epstein, and multiple gang members before the split verdict earlier this month in the trial of Combs, who was convicted of prostitution-related charge but acquitted of the more serious charges. Comey was also involved in the case against Epstein, who died by, unaliving himself, allegedly, in 2019 at a New York City Metropolitan Correctional Center while he was awaiting trial on his federal trafficking charges. Comey is the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, who President Donald Trump fired during his first term in office because he initiated the Russian investigation. According to sources, Trump privately vented about having a Comey work in his administration. This marks the latest shakeup of the nation's most prominent federal prosecutor's office. In April, the office's top prosecutor, Matthew Podolsky, agreed to step aside, clearing the way for Trump to install Jay Clayton, his nominee for interim U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. Remember, that goes back to the Eric case in New York. The Eric, what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The mayor of New York. That goes back to his situation. Y'all remember he quit rather than do what they wanted him to do. Eric Adams' case, okay? Podolsky had taken over for Danielle Sasson, who in February resigned in protest of the Justice Department order to drop corruption charges against New York Mayor Eric Adams. Session had been named interim U.S. attorney by Trump when the president fired Edward Kim, who assumed the role during the change in administrations. Good Lord. Y'all, What's wrong with the commercials, La Night? What's going on with the commercials? Let me say this to y'all. I need y'all to hear me loud and clear. I need you to understand what I'm saying, and I need y'all to hear me loud and clear. Baby, this don't have nothing to do with Diddy. You know what? I've heard people complaining about the commercials on other lives too. I think that's a YouTube thing. So yeah, you might have to go out and come back in. That's a YouTube thing. I've heard other people talking about the commercials. There being a problem with the commercials. That's a YouTube thing, I believe. Yeah, this is not about Diddy. This is about what's going on over in Magaland and these Epstein cases, okay? Because first of all, yes, I think it's personal. I think it's personal. I think that I'm surprised she kept her job as long as she did, to be honest with you, with her daddy being Comey. I'm surprised she kept her job as long as she did. So that's number one. Number two, this is all about Epstein. This has absolutely nothing to do with Diddy. Because let me be clear. That woman wasn't trying to win that case. And that's how I feel about it. And I ain't nobody going to tell me different. Now, I didn't go to nobody's law school. Okay? I did not go to nobody's law school. So that is not a legal opinion. And it is not based in anything legal fact. Okay? Because I don't know. Okay? I didn't go to law school. Y'all know that I got my law degree from Law Order University by way of Matlock College. That is what I know. But from where I sat on the sideline of the position that I had a front row seat to the sideline of the case. And it did not seem like that lady was trying to win this case. I did not feel like she was vested in winning this case. Now, y'all might disagree. But I don't feel like this woman was really trying to win this case. I feel like she was going through the motions. She was trying to embarrass Diddy, and then she was trying to go home. I don't believe she was trying to win this case. And I'm going to tell you, I just feel like there were other ways that she could have went about presenting the facts that may have convinced people that Diddy should go to jail. Now, let's be clear. Do I think that Diddy is an SOB that deserves to be in jail? Yes. That is my opinion, and that is how I feel. Do I think that they presented a good enough case to convince 12 jurors that that is what it was supposed to be? No. Now, that's my opinion. We don't need to keep debating it. We don't need to keep debating it. But that's my opinion. I don't think it was proven. Okay? Yes, I'm having trouble with the commercials too. I have to keep it fresh. Yeah, that's a YouTube issue, and I don't know why, but I think people were having I think I was in Don's chat or somebody else's chat where the people were saying, it's like I said, I have premium, so I don't know. I don't see the commercials. I honestly feel like the first half of the trial, they were just going off the notes from the black prosecutor who left when Trump got elected. Maybe. But honestly, y'all, don't let them throw the red herring at us. And when I say us, I ain't talking about everybody, because I think a lot of us understand what it is. That's just like yesterday, Trump going to tweet out that he talked to the head of Coca-Cola and they've agreed to put real sugar back in Coca-Cola. Don't nobody give a fuck about the sugar in Coca-Cola. Let me explain something. Hey, Donald Trump, sir, come here. Come here. Don't nobody give a damn about how much sugar is in a Coca-Cola. There is no way that you're going to ever make a Coca-Cola a healthy drink. When we drink a Coca-Cola, we know we drinking some unhealthy shit that's full of a lot of shit we don't need to have. And we make a conscious decision to do that. Okay? We make a conscious decision to drink that shit. We know there's nothing healthy about it. That's just like going to McDonald's. If I'm running late for work, or I'm running late for an event and I'm hungry and there's a McDonald's there, I absolutely know that there is no nutritional value in anything I'm about to buy. But I'm hungry and I need to put something in my stomach, okay? And I'm running through this drive-through. So you tweeting out that you talk to the head of Coca-Cola and they agreed to put real sugar back in Coca-Cola. Don't nobody give a fuck. And we are not distracted from the Epstein files. Because, see, Here's what you can't do. You can't have it both ways. Now, I ain't been doing a lot of political conversation because I know I've just been protecting my mental health. And I wasn't in a good space earlier this week. But this Epstein thing really got me on the sideline eating my popcorn. That reminds me, I got some popcorn over there I got to take to my mama when I go to her house today. It's got me on the sideline eating my popcorn because here's what you're not going to do. What you can't do is have it both ways. Now, you can't say that Jeffrey Epstein, there is no client list, and Jeffrey Epstein didn't do nothing, and it was all a plot and a ploy that the Democrats created, but that woman's still sitting in jail for being a madam. You can't have it both ways. Now, I ain't saying that she need to get out of jail because I think she did what they said she did. But if you saying that it's all a hoax and it's all a lie and the Democrats created this whole situation, then y'all need to let that lady out of jail expeditiously. Because what she get convicted for then? And how she's sitting in jail and it's a hoax. And you telling us it's a hoax, which means you know it's a hoax, which means you know this woman's in jail for something that she couldn't possibly have done if it was all a hoax. And then you can't say, oh, if the Democrats don't want you to know what's on the list, and the Democrats literally put a bill on the floor to force y'all to share the list. Then you can't say in January we're gonna release the whole list, and in July ain't no list. Like y'all can. Yeah. Yeah. If MAGA is not a cult, I don't know what is, right? If MAGA is not a cult, I don't know what is. You literally could be standing in front of a MAGA person and Trump could say, my shirt is green. And they'll say, yep, that's a pretty shirt. Oh, look at that nice shirt. That shirt is green. And then Trump could wake up the next day and say, never mind, I changed my mind. That shirt was purple the whole time. And MAGA would be like, yep, it sure was. And now all of a sudden, y'all, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about the other people. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the other people. Now all of a sudden, y'all want us to care that MAGA is on TikTok burning MAGA hats. I don't give a flying fuck about TikTok, about them burning hats on TikTok. You know why? Because you mean to tell me that with everything else this man has done in the last 6 months, we're not even going to go back 4 years. Let's just talk about the last 6 months. You mean to tell me everything this man has done in the last 6 months, Epstein is the hill you're dying on? Epstein. That's the hill you're dying on? This man has gutted agencies. They literally said that he set 5,000 tons of food on fire rather than feed it to hungry children. And Epstein is the hill that you're dying on? We literally, inflation, everything is going up. People are unemployed. The real estate market is in the toilet. The stock market is up and down. And that's the hill you're dying on is the Epstein files? And I mean no disrespect to the victims. I mean no disrespect to the victims because I do believe that there are victims. So I'm not saying that what you went through is not important. Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is with everything else that this man has done, that's the hill. That's what's going to make you turn. That's what's going to make you no longer be MAGA. You fucking kidding me? They literally have an outdoor prison in the middle of the fucking swamp where they have put wristbands on the prisoner's wrist with a number. And they call it alligator Alcatraz. And there are people literally pulling over on the side of the road and taking pictures with the fucking sign like it's a tourist attraction. And Epstein is the hill you're dying on? Bitch, bye. They are absolutely concentration camps. And we just got to start calling a thing a thing. People always want to be polite and people always want to act like, see, I'm about to do an L Teddy, y'all. Whoa, where's Larry, L Teddy? You still in the bushes? Where's Larry? Because, baby, I'm about to spike out. See, I need to get over here and go because I was about to go somewhere. Hey, Marcus. Hey, boo. I was about to go somewhere. Let me sit down somewhere. Let me calm down. Let me go get me some water or something because I was about to go somewhere. Where's Larry? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say what I was going to say because y'all know, I know people, you hate when somebody say I was going to say something, then they don't say it. But I'm going to go ahead and say it, then I'm going to get up off of here. Listen. Here is what we've got to stop doing. The Holocaust was atrocious. It is a black eye in the history of the world, not just Germany, because other countries ignored it. Other countries knew what was happening and let it happen. So it's a black eye on the history of the world. But here's what we've got to stop doing. And when I say we, I'm talking about all of the people. We got to stop acting like it could never happen again. So when people use the word concentration camp, listen, words mean things and definitions are important. It's a fucking concentration camp. Look up the definition of what a concentration camp is. It's a concentration camp. What is happening right now in the United States with the people they are rounding up with no due process and literally sending to other countries that they're not even from. How the fuck you sending Jamaicans to Africa? How you sending people that's from Mexico to El Salvador with no due process, just getting rounded up in the middle of the night, being picked up by men with masks on their face, no warrants? But Epstein is the hill you dying on? Shabba. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I got to run to my mama's house. I'm trying to get in front of traffic. So I'll be back later on tonight. We're going to do Big Brother, and we're going to do the Whether You Like It or Not panel over at y'all's house for the episode of Miami last night. I'll do an upload for episode 5 of Divorced Sisters. Don't know about Beyond the Gates because I'm going to be traveling this week and I have not watched all the episodes. Y'all know how I do when I'm on the road. I'll pop in, we'll talk about some things. I'll pop in, I'll go live. But those of y'all that want to see Niecy, y'all will get to see Niecy. Those of y'all that want to see Benji, y'all will get to see Benji. So I'll be live, I'm not going away where I can't go live. Y'all will see me. And there's that. And there is that. So with that being said, y'all, let me get out of here. Exactly, Terica. Tiffany Cross said it, and I loved it. And I loved how she stood 10 toes down in it. I loved it. And I got to figure out what I want for dinner tonight. I'm going over by my mama's house. I might pick up some crabs, honey. I might pick me up some crabs, depending on how long it's going to take me to get home. Listen, I got a loaner car right from the dealership. I have a loaner car. So I'm just, in my mind, I'm thinking, I pick me up some crabs from over there by my mama's house, and I get to that dealership, and that car smell like crabs. They're going to probably be looking at me like, the fuck? But I feel like I might want me a few crabs today. I ain't had crabs in a minute. I might pick me up a little something today. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah, peace.